What's up? It's Dawn the SEQ back with another Ask the SEQ. But the situation is that today has been, first of all, my dog has some needs and wants that I cannot accommodate right now. But so potty training, first time parent. Let's just say that it has been very interesting around here. Very, very interesting. Oh my gosh, please excuse my eyebrows. Like, I have not gotten out since the surgery of the little twin, and so apologize. And I'm on my HD camera instead of my camera on my laptop. Shame on me. Listen, spectacular, we're not gonna do that right now. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. I try to tell her good girl and she think that means it's time to get back up here. I mean, what's the situation? Let me tell you guys something about this Ask the SEQ that I have. Okay, so the situation is that normally it takes me a while to answer Ask the SEQ, but this one I'm answering like immediately because this is like something that's happening with someone that I know right now. And if somebody is going to send me a question like this too similar to my home situation, not in my own house, in a house of somebody else that I know, I feel the need to answer the question. And it goes a little something like this. Dear Dawn, I wanted to get your advice on a guy I'm dating. He seems like a good guy, but my family has caught him in some serious lies and now things aren't adding up. He has a newborn baby that he claims he never knew about until after the baby was born, yet he says he's still in love with the mother, but that she has moved on. It makes me wonder if he's with me because I'm something to take his mind off of the other girl or if he really cares for me. When my family caught him in lies, he conveniently had to leave my house even though he normally comes over every day. He just recently got full custody of his son, but he has never gotten a paternity test to see if the boy is his, and his mother refuses to watch the boy because she said the baby isn't his. Am I playing myself? Girl. Oh. And I'm also having unprotected sex with him because he doesn't like to use condoms. And my aunt said he looks like he could go both ways. Please help me. Okay. So, I don't know why I would get a question like that right when I know somebody that's going through that situation. But please, I feel obligated to answer this in case this is my relative anonymously reaching out to me to get the answer to this. Okay, girl. I'm gonna have to take a sip of my Pepsi, girl. Girl. Oh my God. This is what I go through. Keep your tongue out of my mouth. Can I do what I'm doing? Excuse me. I'm so sorry. My dog, she needs love too. So I guess she figures if I'm not in there with the twins, then she gonna come out here and harass me until she can get the loving she's looking for. Okay. So you haven't caught him in lies, but your family has caught him in lies, which leads me to ask you, have you been asking this guy any questions? Because if your family has caught him in lies, but you haven't caught him in lies, yet you're dating the guy, then I would question why you're not asking questions, which would then lead back to, you know, me asking questions about self-love and self-esteem. Spectacular, I promise, we're not about to do this right now. Chill out. Chill out. Oh my goodness. He has a newborn baby that he claims he never knew about until after the baby was born. Girl. I don't know anybody, not personally, that would have a baby without the father of the child knowing. Even if it was to try to entice him to come back or to stay, or to hold something like a, you know, carrot in front of his face, like, oh, you're never gonna get it, never gonna get it, oh, woo, 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 that, then, you know, I could understand. But yet he says he's still in love with the mother, but that she has moved on. So she bore him a baby that he didn't know she was pregnant with. Then she gives him the baby. What, girl? Does this sound believable in your world, girl? Because in mine, it doesn't. It doesn't sound believable in Spectacular's world either, girl. Because she is down here whining and wailing. It makes me wonder if he's with me because I'm something to take his mind off of the other girl, or if he really cares for me. When my family caught him in lies, he conveniently had to leave my house, even though he normally comes over every day. He just recently got full custody of his son, but he has never gotten a paternity test to see if the boy is his. And his mother refuses to watch the boy because she said the baby isn't his. Then, girl, you have the nerve to ask me, girl, am I playing myself? Oh, you add. I'm also having unprotected sex with him because he doesn't like to use condoms. And my aunt said he looks like he could go both ways. Girl. Let me just say this. I have a relative in a similar situation. And I'm not going to put my relative on blast. But I will say that you shouldn't wait for 15, 13, 17, 6, 5, 4, even 3 red flags, girl. When a guy shows you who he is, it's time for you to believe him. And if other people have caught him in lies, that means that either you're not asking enough questions or that you're just overlooking the lies that he's telling you. And girl, that is a recipe for destruction. It's a recipe for destruction. Because the more that he lies and the more that you allow him to lie is the more that he will think it's okay to lie. And that's the more, right, that you'll be sucked into a situation, girl. You're having unprotected sex with somebody who your family has caught in lies. If my family caught somebody in lies, that's the same as me catching somebody in lies, girl. If somebody in my family has a problem, I have a problem, you know? So I don't understand why you're still with somebody that has been caught in lies. And then, you know, he has a baby that he claims that he never knew about until the baby was born, yet he's still in love with the mother. So the mother got pregnant, left him, and then he found out about the baby after she had the baby. So that doesn't a red flag? Something must have been wrong within that situation. And now she's giving him the baby. Either something is wrong with her mentally, something is wrong with him mentally, or they're both mentally deranged together. But there's no way, as a mother, that I would carry my child to term, have it, and then give it to somebody that I didn't tell was a dad. Girl, I remember this episode of What's Happening. D, that's the daughter. She had this guy that like came over and he was really cool or whatever, and Raj, that's the brother, was trying to get with the sister, so he begged Dee to go out with the little brother, but the little brother was a habitual liar, and he came and told this sob story about how he was getting abused at home and how his mom was an alcoholic and all that, and that he needed to come stay at her house, and then kind of find out that it was really him just playing out an episode of some TV show because he was addicted to TV. Girl, this sounds like something that is made up out of a movie, but only because I've seen it happen to somebody I know do I know that it's real. Girl, I'm gonna need you, first of all, to stop having unprotected sex with him. Have you guys went and got an STD test together? You can do that for free at any local clinic. Planned Parenthood. Have him drive you there. And if he doesn't have a car, oh boy, another red flag. How old are you and how old is he? You know what I mean? Then you say that he comes over to your house, but that he recently got full custody of his son. Why would he never get a paternity test to see if the kid is his? I mean, spectacular. This is ridiculous. You can buy a paternity test in Rite Aid, Walgreens, CVS, girl. They sell paternity tests at the store, girl. So they didn't go through no court for him to get custody of his child? Girl. Did he buy this child? Like, how are you dating somebody and you haven't asked these questions, but other people have asked questions and they haven't gotten very good answers, or their answers haven't been, you know, something that was perceived as the truth? If you're wondering if he's with you because you're something to take his mind off the other girl, I'm wondering why you're with him. And I'm wondering if the other girl even exists, and have you seen the baby? And if the mother don't think the baby is his, and that's his mother, does he not have the money to go get a paternity test from CVS, Walgreens, or Rite Aid? How old is he? And if he at your house every day, how's he taking care of his baby? So now his grandma's supposed to take care of the baby? That he don't know if it's his or not? What, girl? And your aunt said that he could go both ways and you having unprotected sex with him. Oh my God, I have to answer this. Hello? I'm doing great, and yourself? I don't know where I cut off at, but I'm back. Whole new drink later. That's already almost gone. And I just have to say that, you know, you just have to love yourself. Like, I understand that loving somebody is a really intense thing. I think it's important to remember that we don't all love the same way. And clearly the way that he loves based on his past experiences may not be the way that you love. Because I always tell my clients this one thing. You either worship the father of truth or the father of lies, but you can't worship both. Okay? And if people have caught him in lies, but you're still making excuses for him, girl, you need to really ask yourself why you keep making excuses for somebody who is trying to pull the wool over your eyes. And why are you not thanking your lucky stars that somebody else has come in and saved the day? I mean, people lie about the craziest things, but they lie. And so I don't know how many red flags you need to say goodbye to this situation. And I don't know why in 2014 you would even be having sex with anybody without protection when there are diseases that are not curable. I mean, yes, there's AIDS, and yes, there's herpes, but there's HPV, which is one of the leading causes of cervical cancer. Goes undetected until you get your pap smear and it comes back irregular. What are you thinking about? How much self-love are you practicing, or lack thereof? Because there's clearly a problem, clearly, when your idea of love is making excuses for why somebody lies to you, why somebody has these astronomical things happen to them in their life that sound unbelievable, and then don't provide you with any proof that they're really happening. There's something to be said about that, girl. So if I were you, I'd run, girl. That's what I'd do. That's my advice. Hope that I helped. If anybody else has any questions, always feel free to go to selfesteemqueen.com. You can go to my contact page, and under one of the tabs, you'll see it says Ask the SEQ. Just go ahead and ask me a question. I'm more than happy to answer it. Otherwise, you can hire me for private consulting. It does get a little pricey though, so make sure that it's worth it if you need to hire me for private consulting. Otherwise, this is my free service to you. You can follow me on Twitter at selfesteemqueen. You can follow me on Facebook, Dawn the SEQ. You can follow me on Instagram, Self-Esteem Queen, and I'm more than happy to follow you back. Otherwise, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you guys all on another episode of Ask the SEQ.